Hello and welcome to another update video about Cosmos Atom. A lot of people asked me for an update about Cosmos. At the moment I remain with my view that we haven't seen the completion of the correction yet. I think what Cosmos did was very similar to what Harmony 1 is doing. These charts, if you look at Cosmos, Harmony 1 and Phantom, and even to a degree Polygonmatic, even though that looks a bit different, but they all move in a very similar way. In fact, not everything is following Bitcoin. To a degree, yes, but these three cryptos really move in a group, at least at the moment, and I think Terra Luna as well. So they all move in a very, very similar way. What I think this cryptocurrency here did, it had a wave A down after the all-time high here back in September. It started a correction in a wave A. It did a wave B, which basically did come to the same height of the wave A. Absolutely typical. Yeah, we've seen it with Harmony 1, seen it with Phantom. All the way when we started to move up here, I told you that I am not convinced that is the completion of the correction, and it was good to warn you. Then told you here double top, we are starting another correction down, and that was another warning, and it worked out. And now we are stuck in between two Fibonacci levels, and we are let me go into the 8-hour time frame to zoom out a little bit more. So we are stuck between two key Fibonacci levels, basically the 0.5 Fibonacci level at $26.30 and the 0.3 at 2 Fib level 30.66. Don't be surprised, it's just inverted here. It's just how I do it. But yeah, you're stuck between, and it doesn't even seem to be able to get out of this 0.3 at 2 Fib level, yeah. So it's really in a range here that, of course, can be traded if you're interested in doing that. But bear in mind, it has now oftentimes retested here support and resistance. So at some point there will be a breakout here. The last one here didn't work out. It failed, yeah. Also, which makes it probably more difficult, is that you have the 200-day moving average running alongside here in yellow. But the price doesn't seem really to respect that 200-day moving average at the moment. Doesn't really care. That is a lot of crisscrossing around it. And that typically happens in a sideways movement phase. So yeah, it seems more to respect the 50-day moving average, which is here, was resistance here on the 7th of February. So I remain currently with my view, even though a descending trend line here was broken on the 4th of February or 3rd, which I take out now because it's invalidated. I remain with my view that we are going to see lower levels here in this price range down here, the blue one. After we hit the blue area up here, yes, we did slightly overshoot it, but to be honest, just briefly. So we really did come into this target area up here. That was all good. Now I think we are going to come and see the lower target range, and that is sitting between $12 and $12 and $20 pretty much. It's a larger area. If I had to specify it smaller, I would even say we're going to see between $12 and $16, yeah. And this would again be between two Fibonacci levels, between the 88.7 key Fib level, 88.7% Fibonacci level, and the 78.6 Fibonacci level. And this is typically where I would expect also Cosmos to go into, yeah. At least, as I said, at least $20. That is here the low of the wave A. I would say at least we're going to see that, especially as Cosmos has not managed to create any sort of new impulse, yeah. So all of this, I mean, what we're doing here could even become a head and shoulders pattern, yeah. So you've got your horizontal support here at around $26. If you lose that, you're going to unlock lower prices. Got our left shoulder here, the head, and now the right shoulder. It could become a little bit of a larger one, yeah. And then we move down here, something like that. So I think this is certainly could be playing out here, especially as we haven't really seen a breakout here, and we failed to break through that level. And the risk that we are coming down lower again, as expected, is very apparent, very real, unless we are able to break above $33 here, the previous high, and above the 50-day moving average here, especially as the structure hasn't built any impulse. I mean, what we're seeing here is just not what you would want to see. You see here a high, then you see a higher high, which is good, but then you're losing all of that, yeah, and you just come back to the same price level as before, basically a 99% retracement. then you're even forming here a lower high and a lower low even, yeah. Not a good sign at all. And yes, now you're trying to push higher, but overall compared to that high, you're making probably here another lower high. So all of that doesn't really confirm any major breakout here or anything. So I would believe primarily we are going to come into lower price ranges again, especially as on the RSI on the daily, since January, end of January, the price has not managed to get above 50, and that is the bullish level that you need to break above, and so far it has just found resistance here at 50, so it can't really push higher. Yeah, we've got a bit of a bullish cross here forming on the daily MACD. In the grand scheme of things, wouldn't really put too much weight on it, because in a sideways movement as we are, you often see the MACD crossing back and forth, you know, so that is not really too meaningful for me. Here again, maybe let's take another look on the 4-day chart at the moment. Yeah, it's also just now, I mean, it's looking like that the selling pressure is reducing a bit, but not really a lot, and you're actually having another sell signal here by going below the 0 line on the 4-day MACD, and also here you're still in the bearish range. Yeah, so also here more scope and room to move down further. That is what I would primarily expect, and very strong sign here on the weekly chart. The MACD did cross bearish here in the middle of January and has not reduced its selling pressure. So also here primarily Cosmos, I wouldn't be, if it moves up from here, I wouldn't be convinced that this is a new, you know, that we are continuing to follow the uptrend. If you look at the whole chart as well on the weekly, you can actually really see that we have made this new all-time high. You've come down in your wave A, your wave B. Actually, you didn't even get to the previous all-time high, not with a candle close, yeah. So actually a lower high, I mean, or double top, that isn't positive. It's a reversal pattern, and now you're naturally finding support here very close to this ascending trend line. But my view is this will break, as it did for Chainlink, yeah. And that's my view. Hopefully you liked the update about Cosmos Atom. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content and want to get more content, then maybe consider to join the channel membership. You can do that on my website or here on YouTube. Both links in the video description, and then you can join, depending on your membership level, you can join the Telegram live chat group and announcement channel, the Discord group, and also a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.